Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And we're just about to get started. We have the second of a three-game series between the Boston Red Sox at the California Angels. Some of you may remember the first game was a thriller. It went to extra innings, and the Angels won it 6-5 on a walk-off single by Rick Reichert in the bottom of the 11th. What a game it was. And today, I remember it vaguely. Today we have Sonny Siebert pitching for the Red Sox and Andy Messersmith for the Angels, and Kathy Harden has arrived. Good afternoon, and I imagine you're ready for some Strat-O-Matic baseball. Indeed. Let me get my coffee. I just have a fresh, large pot. Ready and willing. It's a nice crowd out here at the Big A in Anaheim, California. For the Red Sox, Gigi has arrived. Welcome, Gigi. I heard that, Kathy Harden. It goes to show you and me. Leading off for the Red Sox is Sid O'Brien at third base. Batting second is Mike Andrews. He'll play second. Carl Yastrzemski bats third and left. Rico Petrocelli in the cleanup position at shortstop. George Scott bats fifth at first. Tom Satriano is catching. He will bat sixth. Batting seventh, Joe LaHood in right field. Batting eighth, Don Locke in center. And the pitcher, Sonny Siebert. For the Angels, it's Sandy Alomar leading off at second. Jim Spencer bats second at first base. Rick Reichert bats third in left. The star of the 6-5 win in their first game. Jim Fregosi bats fourth at short. Jay Johnstone in center. Bill Voss in right. Leo Rodriguez bats seventh at third. Joe Askew catching. And pitching and batting ninth is Andy Messersmith. And the Red Sox come into this in fourth place in the East, 20 behind Baltimore. Angels are third place in the West, 22 behind the first place Minnesota Twins. The next game we have scheduled, and I have it for 8 a.m. tomorrow unless I get some crazy gumption to play it this evening, will be, isn't that funny how I had it? It will be the Giants at the Cubs in their second game of a series. It'll be Gaylord Perry for the Giants at the Cubs with Dick Selma pitching. Some of you may remember Perry's last start. It was a heartbreaker. He lost it on a against Marichal. And it was a walk-off. I forgot exactly what the walk-off was about, but I remember that. And the California Angels take the field. And the tweet is up. It's already retweeted in less than a minute. And the tweet is good. So Messersmith on the mound and leading it off for the Giants is Sid O'Brien. For the Giants. I'm so sorry. For the Red Sox, people. Red Sox. And we have Harden for the Angels. And here's Messersmith. He's ready. He sets, he gets the sign from Askew into his windup, and the pitch to Sid O'Brien. 1-7, grounds it to second for Alomar, throws it over to Spencer, one away, and we are underway here at the Big A, one down. Here comes Mike Andrews. Okay, Messersmith is ready. The wind up, the pitch to Andrews. 6-7, grounds it to second for Alomar. 19-3. It's a re-roll. 10-3. He boots it. Alomar with the error. A one-base error. Andrews is on. And here's Carl Yastrzemski now. Andrews takes a short lead off first from the stretch Messersmith. 2-2. It's hit deep to left field. It's gone by Carl Yastrzemski, a 2-run home run. And I assume one of those will be unearned. So the Red Sox get off to a 2-0 lead here. And here's Rico Petrocelli. I'm getting a blurry picture here. Oh boy, that annoys me to no end. Oh Christ. To no end. All right. So it's 2-0 Red Sox. And Rico Petrocelli is the batter. Here's Messersmith now. And the pitch to Rico. 5-8. Flies it to center, and there's 2 away. I'm going to reboot the whole computer if you don't mind. Has nothing to do with anything you're doing. Mark Schucker has arrived. This will just take about a minute. There's 2 outs. There's a technical problem. O'Brien grounded to second. Andrews reached on the error. And then Yastrzemski hit a home run to make it 2-0. Petrocelli flew to center, and we're waiting. Stand by. Still. Any of you have a blurry picture? Whew, God. Hate that. Okay. We'll try it. Here's George Scott now, with 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch from Messersmith. 3-8, he walked him. So Scott is on with 2 outs. And Tom Sat, oh, wait a minute, 3-8 on Scott. I'm sorry, that was a strikeout. I am so sorry. My error. Okay, Kathy, it's on my end. The side is retired. There were 2 runs. One of them was unearned. And that's a strikeout. It's 2-0 Red Sox after a half an inning. Here comes Sonny Siebert now. Angels come up. They trail 2-0 on the 2-run home run by Carl Yastrzemski. Alomar. Will lead it off. He made the error. Here's Siebert now. The wind-up, the pitch to Alomar. 6-8, switch hitter batting left, and that is a base hit for Alomar to lead it off. He's being held 1-13. And Jim Spencer is the batter. Siebert from the stretch. And the infield in. He lays it down for a bunt, Spencer. He's an A, it'll be a B. That's a 7B, and it looks beautiful. It's to the first base line. George Scott tosses it to Siebert for the out, and Alomar goes to second. It's as good as a stolen base, but they paid 1 out for it. Now Rick Reichert gets a big hand. Big hand for Reichert. Siebert the pitch to Reichert. 4-11. Base hit up the middle. This might score Alomar. He's rounding third. 1-17. Center field 1-16. And they will let him score and hold Reichert at first. Reichert brings home Alomar. So he picks up right where he left off. And it's a 2-1 ball game. And here's Jim Fregosi. Reichert on first now, 1 out. pitch from Siebert. 5-7, fly ball right. Under it is Lahoud, 2 away. And Reichert holds at first. And now J. Johnstone. With 2 outs and Reichert on first, it's a 2-1 game. The pitch to Johnstone. 4-8, walked him. First and second, 2 outs. And here's Bill Voss, left-handed hitter. First and second, 2 down from the stretch Siebert. The pitch to Voss. 5-5, struck him out. And the side is retired. But there was 1 run for California on 2 singles, a sacrifice, a walk, and 2 left on. After 1, it's Red Sox 2, Angels 1. And this is the SBN network. So we move to the top of the second. Messersmith on the mound. It's Tom Satriano leading it off. Messersmith winds and the pitch to Satriano. And he struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Messersmith. Here's Joe Lahoud now. The pitch from Messersmith. 3-6. He struck him out. That's 3 strikeouts in order for Messersmith. 2 down here in the top of the second. And Don Locke is the batter. Okay, Don Locke at the plate. Here's Messersmith. He has struck out 3 in a row. Here's the pitch. He walked him. A 2-out walk to Locke, and Siebert comes in. Siebert a 6 NR. Here's the pitch to Messersmith. From Messersmith. 3-8 struck him out. That's 4 for Andy. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. It's still 2-1 Red Sox, middle of the second. We're headed to the bottom of the second. Angels coming to bat. And Rodriguez is the batter. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. 3-8. And he lines it to first, caught by Scott, 1 down. Now Joe Askew. And the pitch. 3-8. Grounds it to second. Andrews over to Scott, 2 down for Andy Messersmith. Andy, right-handed hitter, 2 WR. Here's the pitch. 6-7. Grounds it to second for Andrews. 10-2. And he throws him out. And that's a 1-2-3 for Siebert. And after 2 full innings, it's a 2-1 ball game. Red Sox 2. Angels 1. Back to the top of the order for the Red Sox in the top of the third. Sid O'Brien will lead it off. See how this looks right here. YouTube Jeffrey Guterman. Jeffrey Guterman. Well, that looks good. Hello. Yes. Hello. Testing. Hello. Alrighty. There's something on the computer. We won't worry about it. Well, here's Sid O'Brien now. Messersmith on the mound. Here's the pitch to O'Brien. 2-9. He struck him out. That's the 5th strikeout for Messersmith. Now Mike Andrews. Here's Messersmith, the pitch to Andrews. 5-9. He struck him out. Oh my. That's 6 for Andy. 2 outs. And now Carl Yastrzemski. Carl hit the 2-run home run in the first. Here's Messersmith. The pitch to Carl. 1-7. Grounds it to first, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3 for Andy. And in the middle of the third, it's 2-1. I'm sorry we're unable to provide the crowd noise. After the game, I'll troubleshoot why you might get a blurry video when broadcasting on YouTube on your iMac. I have it fine on my TV. If you're interested, just to give you a look here, I turned it on my TV just to make sure. You see that? That's isn't that something? I can view that on the TV. Now you'll get a loop. Yeah, but we'll go back here and play some baseball here. Just troubleshooting. All right. There. Well, it's the bottom of the third. Here come the Angels. And Sandy Alomar will lead it off. Alomar singled and scored in the first on the base hit by Reichert. Now I'm okay here. I'll go back. Baseball crowd noise.
Just the right crunch to silence.
Sandy Alomar leads it off, bottom of the third. Here's Siebert now. He retired the Angels in order in the second. Here's the pitch to Alomar. Whoop, 1-5. He struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Siebert today. And now Jim Spencer. A sacrifice bunt in the first, which set up the run scored by Alomar on Reichert's base hit. And here's the pitch to Spencer. 3-5. Struck him out. That's the third strikeout for Siebert. 2 down. A lot of strikeouts early on. And here's Rick Reichert. Siebert into his windup. The pitch to Reichert. 2-4. Fly ball to right. LeHoud gets under it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Siebert. So both pitchers settling in here. It's a 2-1 ball game. And here comes Andy now. And leading it off for the Red Sox will be Rico Petrocelli, top of the fourth. He flew to center in the first. And there's a strike called to Rico. And it's fouled back. Top of the fourth, Petrocelli leading it off. 2-1 ball game, Red Sox. Messersmith. The pitch to Rico. 6-4. Grounds it to short. That's for Fregosi. 9-2. Oh, and he boots it for an error. One of the better shortstops in all of baseball just made an error, and that just goes to show you everyone makes mistakes. So Rico on first, second error for the Angels. The first one contributed to the 2-run home run on the error by Alomar. So Rico is on first to lead it off. Here's George Scott. Strike called on Scott. And that's high for a ball. Rico with a short lead off first. No outs. Top of the fourth. And the pitch to Scott. 5-11. Fly ball right. Going back Voss. He's a 2, 12-2. And he makes the catch. And Scott gets back to first quickly. It's one down. Now the catcher, Tom Satriano, he struck out in the first inning. I'm sorry, yeah, he struck out in the second inning. It's one out, Rico on first. Messersmith with 6 strikeouts thus far. And here's the pitch to Satriano. 6-2. Struck him out. That's number 7 for Andy Messersmith. And here's Joe LeHoud with 2 outs. LeHoud struck out. Here's Andy. That's a called strike to Lahoud. I'll tell you, he really is on the money today. Lord. The pitch to Lahoud. 6-10. Grounds it to third. That's for Rodriguez. He's a 2. Whoa, he throws him out, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the error, 1 left on in the middle of the 4th. It's 2-1 Red Sox. And Sonny Siebert comes out. And leading it off will be Jim Fregosi. Fregosi flew to right in the first. Fouled back upstairs and out of play. For 9. Walked him. So Fregosi is on. To lead off the bottom of the 4th, here's Jay Johnstone. That is not related to the ball game, folks. That is the fans reacting to something very strange. Jay Johnstone has just mooned Sonny Siebert. Oh, Christ. What a guy. Oh. Oh, Christ. Lord. Okay, here's Jay Johnstone now. He pulled his pants up. That frickin' moron. Fregosi on first, nobody out. Here's Siebert from the stretch. 1-5, and that's hit well. It's a base hit. Fregosi rounds second, goes to third, and holds. So the Angels have something going here. First and third, no outs on Siebert. And Bill Rigney, the manager for the Angels, has called time. There's something they're checking out. We're going to have a delay here for a moment. You're looking at the height of the mound. Bear with us. Okay, they're all set now. Strange game indeed. Very strange game we're having. Very strange. First and third, nobody out. And Bill Voss is the batter. The infield is at double play depth. Bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Red Sox. Okay, Siebert is ready. Here's the pitch to Voss. 4-8. Walked him. So that loads the bases now with Angels and nobody out. My Lord. And Rodriguez comes up. Infield's still back. Siebert from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. 4-7. Struck him out. That's the fourth strikeout by Siebert, and that was a big one. They're set up for the double play now. And Joe Askew steps in. Okay, Siebert now. The pitch to Askew. 5-7. Fly ball center. This one's going to be deep enough for Fregosi to tag. Locke makes the catch and Fregosi comes home. Locke throws it in. Voss and Johnstone hold. And the Angels have tied it up. It's a 2-2 ball game. 2 outs now, first and second. And here's Andy Messersmith. And the pitch to Andy. 1-5 struck him out. So that side is retired. There was 1 run on a single, 2 walks, a sacrifice fly, 2 left on after 4. It's a 2-2 ball game. And here comes Andy with 7 strikeouts. He'll face Locke, Siebert, and then back to the top of the Red Sox order, Sid O'Brien. Okay, Messersmith is ready. Here's the pitch to Locke. 6-4. Grounder to short. That's for Fregosi. And he throws him out, 1 away. Now Sonny Siebert. Siebert 0 for 1, struck out. Here's the pitch to Messersmith, from Messersmith. 4-8, grounds it to, 4-8, struck him out. That's number 8 for Andy. And now Sid O'Brien. Sid O'Brien walking back to the dugout. He's ready now. Here's Messersmith, wind up. And the pitch 3-3. And it's a base hit to left for Sid O'Brien, a 2-out single. He's 1 for 3 now. And Mike Andrews, 0 for 2 is the batter. 2-2 ball game. Second of a 3 game. Angels won the first one, 6-5 on the walk-off single by Reichert in the bottom of the 11th. O'Brien on first, 2 down, and the pitch to Andrews. 3-10, struck him out, and that's number 9 for Andrew. And the side is retired, my oh my. And we are in the middle of the 5th. It's break time. It's only going to be about 2 or 3 minutes, folks. And we've got a very, very enjoyable ball game. If you ask me, Kathy Harden, it's a 2-2 ball game. And we will be right back. That's a pretty clean frickin' score sheet, isn't it? Lord. Very clean. 2-2 ball game. Andrew, 9 strikeouts in 5 innings. It's beautiful. Except for that right there. That's not so nice. I cleared my browsing data. I just troubleshoot. I don't know if that's going to help, but it's okay for now since I've done that. Could be just superstition. I'll be back in 3 to 5. Woo! Well, we're back. And what a ball game we have. Sorry about the distractions at the beginning, the blurriness, which I've resolved apparently. The mooning by Jay Johnstone, always pulling some crazy stuff. We head now, oh God, it's warm outside, by the way, here in Anaheim. They call it the summer game. This is July 30. First game of July 30, by the way. Here comes Alomar now, 1 for 2. And Sonny Siebert pitching fine baseball himself. Here's the pitch to Alomar. And he lines it to second for the out. Oh boy, that was a beautiful catch by Andrews. 1 down. And here comes Spencer. Sacrifice bunt and a strikeout. Coming up next, and it's scheduled tomorrow at 8 a.m., but it might be moved up to early this evening. We'll see. It's Gaylord Perry and the Giants going against Dick Selma and the Cubs. Siebert is ready now. Here's the pitch to Spencer. 5-8, and he gets a base hit. Base hit Spencer. A 1-out single of Siebert. And now Rick Reichert is the batter. Spencer takes a short lead off first with 1 out. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the 5th. Here's Siebert now facing Reichert. And the pitch to Rick for 7. Struck him out! That's the 5th for Siebert. 2 down for Jim Fregosi. Okay, Siebert from the stretch. Spencer on first, 2 outs. Fregosi walked and scored in the 4th. Here's the pitch, 5-7, and it's a fly ball to center. Don Locke is under it, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 5, it's 2-2. Boston at California on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And here comes Andrew. And leading it off for the Red Sox is Carl Yastrzemski. Now, he homered in the 1st after Andrews reached on an error by Alomar, a 2-run home run. It's been all the knocking. In fact, he's allowed 1 hit since the home run. It's O'Brien's single, 2 hits in total. Here's Messersmith into his windup, and the pitch to Carl. 1-6, walked him. So he lost Yastrzemski there. on a base on balls. And Rico Petrocelli is the batter. Carl being held. He's a 1-10. Here's Rico now. The pitch to Messersmith. Rico lays it down. Oh my. That does not look pretty. He pops it up right above the catcher Askew. He catches it and doubles up Yastrzemski off first. So that's a double play. A surprise bunting situation for Petrocelli, and it backfired. So it's 2 outs, nobody on now. Nice play by Askew, heads up. And that'll bring up George Scott. With 2 outs, nobody on. Scott has struck out and flew to right. We're in the top of the 6th, 2 outs, nobody on. Red Sox Angels tied at 2. Here's the pitch to Scott. 1-11, and there's a base hit to left. Oh, doesn't that hurt? After the double play. So Scott on first with 2 outs. And here's Satriano. And the pitch from Messersmith. 3-6. Fly ball center. There's Jay Johnstone, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 1 left on. We're in the middle of the 6th, and it's a 2-2 ball game. So this is a good one here, coming from Anaheim. Leading it off will be Jay Johnstone. Oh, I don't even want to tell you what he's doing right now. I don't think it's appropriate to even talk about. Here's Sonny Siebert now. Johnstone walked and singled. Here's Siebert now. Pitch to Johnstone. 3-6. Base hit, Jay Johnstone. His 2nd single of the game. If it wasn't for his good play, I mean, you know, someone would have a talk with him. But that's how he works best. Johnstone is on first to lead it off. He's the go-ahead run. And Bill Voss is the batter. Mike Terranova has arrived. Johnstone on first, no outs. Bill Voss at the plate. Here's the pitch from Siebert. 1-9. He flies it to left. That's for Carl. He makes the catch, and Johnstone holds. 1 down. And here's Rodriguez. Siebert now working from the stretch. And the pitch. 2-10. Fly ball right. LaHood holds it down. 2 away with Johnstone holding. And it's Joe Askew now. Askew knocked in the tying run with a sacrifice fly to lock in center. Here's Siebert now. The pitch to Askew. 2-4. He flies it to right. That's again LaHood. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And after 6, it's a 4-4 ball game. And here's Andy Messersmith. Andy has 9 strikeouts in 6 innings. He's allowed 1 earned run, 2 in total. Leading it off will be Joe LaHood, then Locke and Siebert. Bottom third of this Red Sox lineup. We're in the top of the 7th. Okay, Messersmith is ready now. Here's LaHood, left-handed hitter. He's 0 for 2. The pitch from Andy. 1-5. He walked him. So there's the go-ahead run, lead off on first. And Don Locke comes up. Siebert on deck. Romo, Lyle, and Lee pitched in the first game of this series. I doubt we'll be seeing any of them if needed. Here's the pitch to Locke. 3-8 struck him out. Number 10 for Andrew. One down, and Siebert will hit. Okay, Andrew from the stretch. The pitch to Siebert. 6-6. And that is a line out to third, caught by Rodriguez. 2 away. And now Sid O'Brien 1 for 3 today. And the pitch to O'Brien. 3-11. And it's a fly ball to left. High hit and playable. Reichert makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, a walk to LaHood left on base. It's the 7th inning stretch. And the score remains 2-2 ball game. And here comes Siebert. Both pitchers pitching very well today. Messersmith will lead it off. Okay, Siebert is ready now. And the pitch to Andy. 2-4. There's a base hit for Messersmith. Right up the middle. How do you like that? Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I just opened up Safari, which I generally don't use because it's much stronger on my iMac, but I'm not having this problem as I do with Chrome. I try all sorts of troubleshooting mechanisms. I'm a problem solver, so the problem is sometimes I get emotionally upset when I'm trying to solve problems, but this is not exactly a terrible problem, but boy, it looks good here on Safari. And I'll be glad to just do that. Always trying to troubleshoot. So Messersmith with a base hit off Siebert. And Alomar steps in. So far, so nice. Alomar 1 for 3 today. Scored the first run for the Angels. Here's Siebert now from the stretch with Messersmith on first. And the pitch, 3-6. Base hit up the middle. Messersmith rounding second, and he goes to third. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. My, oh my, oh my. Yeah, that's working nice. Real nice. So it's first and third. Sonny Siebert in trouble here. And there is action in the Red Sox bullpen now. Romo, Lyle, and Lee were used yesterday. And warming up is Lee Stange. Lee Stange. See, I want to see it how you see it. Stange is a right-hander. He's warming. And he's ready to come in. One more hit or walk, and he's in big trouble. Deep doo-doo for Sonny Siebert. The go-ahead run is on third, and it's Messersmith, the pitcher. And Jim Spencer steps in. The infield is in. Here's Siebert now. The pitch to Spencer. 1-5. And it's a base hit up the middle for Spencer. 3 straight singles. Messersmith scores the go-ahead run. What a game. That was right up the middle. Alomar goes to second. Will he stretch it? 1-17, 1-16. They let him go. And they hold Spencer at first. Oh my, that's it for Siebert. And the Angels lead at 3-2. Siebert pitched 6 innings, not retired a batter yet here. He allowed 8 hits. He walked 3, struck out 5, and he's allowed 3 runs thus far. He's responsible for first and third with nobody out. Here's Lee Stange now. And they're still playing that infield in. And here comes Rick Reichert. He hit the walk-off to win the first game in the 11th. Ooh, that's so much better. It's a chrome issue. Anyway, Reichert at the plate, 1 for 3 today. Here's Stange now. Infield is in. And the pitch to Reichert. 4-9. And swung on and belted for a double. Reichert with a double. Alomar scores. Let's see if Spencer will stretch it. Oh my. That's 4-9. That was to center. That's a -1. Spencer 1-10. No, he will hold. 4 straight hits for the Angels here. 2 runs. It's 4-2 ball game. Wow, what a ball game, huh? Here's Jim Fregosi now. Second and third, nobody out yet. Infield stays in. Here's the pitch. 2-8. Pops it up to short. Oh, that was a good one. Petrocelli makes the catch. And it's 1 down. And they're going to walk Jay Johnstone to set up the double play. And look at Johnstone. He's hopping to first base like a rabbit. Hopping like a rabbit. Both runs charged to Siebert. I find if you ignore his behavior, it doesn't escalate. I may very well play the Giants-Cubs tonight at 6, because I have nothing else to do with my life, folks. Okay, here comes Voss now. Infield is back. 2 runs in. 4-2 Angels. Stange in for Siebert. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Voss. 4-8. Oh, and he smacks a base hit. Oh my, Bill Voss. Spencer scores. Reichert scores. Johnstone hops to third. Literally. 4 runs are in at 6-2 Angels. Some real excitement here for the Anaheim Angels fans. My Lord. We can close out Siebert. He allowed 5 runs in total. And Lee Stange has already allowed 1 run after retiring 1 batter. It's first and third, 1 out. Here's Rodriguez now. Boy, is that crystal clear on Safari. Lord, maybe I ought to be using that more. Lord. Voss on first, Johnstone on third. And Rodriguez comes up, still only 1 out. Stange trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. 1-6, and it's a base hit for Rodriguez, right up the middle. Johnstone hops home. And that's 5 runs in. And it's 7-2 ball game. And I don't think Harden is complaining. I like when Kathy Harden is pleased. And Askew will be the next batter. There's action in the Red Sox bullpen where Lee Stange has completely Bill Landis, maybe the worst pitcher they have, a left-hander, 5.25 ERA, but Romo, Lyle, and Lee are not available. Excuse me. And the Angels have batted around. Joe Askew is the batter. First and second with still only 1 out. Here comes Joe Askew now. Angels have blown it out here in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch to Askew. 1-10, and there's a base hit to left. Oh, are the Angels hitting? Let's see if Voss wants to come home. 1-14. He'll hold on Yaz at 1-11. And the bases are loaded with Angels and still only 1 out. And here comes Andy Messersmith, who started it all with a base hit. Lord, this has been a gratifying ball game. I've had my initial frustrations with the blurriness, but that's been rectified with using Safari. And look, I'm not going to take, if Messersmith wants to moon, if Johnstone wants to moon the whole frickin' world, he can be my guest. And Messersmith gets a big hand. 1 for 3 today. Started this inning, this 5-run inning, with a base hit, and Stange in big trouble. Still only 1 out, bases loaded. Infield double play depth. And here's the pitch to Messersmith. That's a 5-8 right-hander. Fly ball right. And Messersmith is going to get a run batted in as Voss tags. He just got some wood on that. And Voss came home. Here's Sandy Alomar now, second at bat of the inning. He singled and scored. Lee Stange in for Siebert. Here's Alomar now. What a game. Here comes the pitch from Stange. 2 outs now. 2-10, and he pops it up to second. That's for Andrews, and the side is finally retired. There was 6 runs. Big 6-run inning for the California Angels. It's 8-2 now. And here comes Andy now. Boy, Andy doing it all today. A single and a sacrifice fly in 1 inning. Scored a run, knocked in a run. And Andy takes the mound. He has 10 strikeouts. Now the Red Sox trail by 6, and here is Mike Andrews. Andrews 0 for 3. He did reach on the error by Alomar and came home on Yastrzemski's home run. Top of the 8th. Red Sox trail by 6. Here's Andy now. And the pitch to Andrews. 4-7, walked him. He's got good endurance. Here's Yastrzemski. 1 for 2, a home run, 2-run home run, and a walk. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. 5-9. Struck him out! And that's the 11th strikeout for Andy. If there wasn't a copyright restriction, I would play Frank Zappa's song, Andy. Any of you know it? Woo! Boy, Yastrzemski was swinging hard at air. Here's Rico Petrocelli now, 0 for 3, reached on an error. Andrew from the stretch, the pitch to Rico. 5-10, fly ball left. Reichert makes the catch, 2 down. And here's George Scott. George 1 for 3. What a ball game. What a frickin' game. Andrew steps off the mound, knocks some crap out of his cleats. He's back on the mound now. He'll work from the stretch. He gets the sign from Askew. Here's the pitch to Scott. 2-5, and that's a base hit. Base hit to left. Andrews will go to second. And one more hit or walk, he's reached fatigue, and they may even play with that. They'll come out and talk to him to see if he's tired. Strat-O-Matic recommends you take out any pitcher who's reached fatigue, but I say there are always exceptions. First and second, 2 outs, and Tom Satriano is the batter. He's 0 for 3. This is a big one for Andrew. If he can maintain his endurance here. Andrew from the stretch, and the pitch to Satriano. 4-9, and that's a fly ball to center. Fly ball to right, I'm sorry. Bill Voss under it, and the side is retired. So Messersmith maintains his endurance, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 left. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. 8-2 Angels. Lee Staines comes out. He will continue to pitch. He'll face Spencer, Reichert, and Fregosi. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th for the Sox, it'll be LaHood, Locke, and a pinch hitter, we assume. Here's Staines now. The pitch to Spencer. 6-6. Grounds it to second. Andrews over to Scott, 1 down. Now Rick Reichert gets a big hand. Two for 4 today. Again, coming off the walk-off single in the first game to win it 6-5 in the 11th. First game of this series. Here's Staines now. The windup, the pitch to Reichert. 1-7. Fly ball center, lazy fly ball. Under it is Locke, and it's 2 away. And here's Jim Fregosi. Jim is 2 for 2. I'm sorry, 0 for 3, walked and scored. Johnstone on deck. You know, I don't mind the pranks from Johnstone, but when they become sexual, you know, then, you know, like that's where I draw the line. It's a family game. Here's Fregosi now with 2 outs, nobody on. Staines. The pitch, 2-10, walked him. Second walk drawn by Jim Fregosi today. He's on first with 2 down. And here comes Jay Johnstone. Johnstone, with all his pranks, is 2 for 2, 2 walks, one of them intentional, and a moon. And a lot of hopping. Hopping and bopping. It's Fregosi on first, 2 down. Staines now. Now I'm having fun. Here's the pitch to Johnstone. 4-6, walked him. Third walk given up to Jay Johnstone. He's hopping to first. He's in a hopping mood today. So Staines, first and second with 2 outs, trying to get out of this. No more misery, please. And Bill Voss, everyone's made a contribution today in this Angels ball club. Everybody. In fact, I'm looking, only Fregosi doesn't have a hit, and he walked twice and scored. Everybody's made a contribution. It's first and second, 2 outs. Voss at the plate. Staines and the pitch. 1-4. He pops it up to second. That's Andrews. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, both left. We're heading to the top of the 9th. This is it. Andrew with 11 strikeouts. No doubt the star of this game. Allowing only 1 earned run, 2 runs total, and in 1 inning, a single and scored, a sacrifice fly, run batted in. I don't see Mr. Perota, but I don't think he'd disagree. Here's Joe LaHood to lead it off. 0 for 2 with a walk. And I'm going to refresh my shit. Okay? Oh. You ever frickin' crack yourself up? Huh? This is my last cup of the day. Oh, shit. Oh, Christ. Oh. Yeah. You having coffee too? No shit. I'll be starting the other stuff in about 2.5, 3 hours. I gotta take a leak. Would you please excuse me, folks? Oh, Christ. Okay. Top of the ninth, Red Sox trail by 6. It's 8-2. Messersmith has gone all the way. He has 11 strikeouts. Joe LaHood at the plate. Here's Messersmith winding, and the pitch. 5-7. Struck him out. Number 12 for Andrew. Oh, my. I think 13 is the record this season. I wish I knew. Here's Don Locke now. Don is 0 for 2 and walk. Messersmith gets the sign from Askew. And the pitch to Locke. 4-9. Walked him. One more hitter walk and he's reached fatigue, but there is nobody. Actually, there is. Warming in the bullpen. Just in case. It's Steve Keeley. Steve Keeley warming. And Mr. Perota is here. Oh, you know, I once spoke to Messersmith. I was like, God, I must have been 14 and a half years old, and he was in the dugout. I guess he was on the Dodgers at the time. And I had a very nice chat with him. He was very respectable to me. I'll never forget it. Well, there's going to be a hitter for Lee Stange. Lee pitched 2 innings, and they were troublesome innings. He allowed 5 hits. He walked 3, one of them intentional. No strikeouts, and he allowed 3 frickin' runs. Let's see who's going to hit now. It's going to be George Thomas. So Thomas steps out. It's Locke on first, 1 out. Red Sox down by down by 6. Here's Messersmith from the stretch now. And the pitch to Thomas. 2-12. Ground ball to short, forcing Locke. 2 outs. And Thomas is on first. So Messersmith is 1 out away from the complete game win with 12 strikeouts, and Sid O'Brien is the batter. What the hell happened here? Now the whole goddamn thing froze on me. Just when I was having fun. I'm having troubles today, I'm telling you. Oh, okay, it was the 20% rule. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, it looks like we'll be able to finish this with 20% left on the battery. 2 outs. Thomas on first. Sid O'Brien, the batter, 1 for 4 today. Here's Messersmith from the stretch. The pitch to O'Brien. 6-8. Fly ball to right. Bill Voss under it. And the ball game is over. The final at the Big A here. It's California Angels 8. Boston Red Sox 2. Messersmith, after allowing a 2-run homer and Mr. Parada, I would assume you would say that Andrews' run was unearned. But Yastrzemski's is earned. But we'll defer to you. The win goes to Messersmith. He went all the way. Look at that. He allowed. Look at that. I'm learning. You're a good teacher, Stephen Parada. I'm learning. 1, 2, 3. It was a 4-hitter for Messersmith. He was one hell of a pitcher. This was one of the most fun 8-2 games I've played in a long time. He allowed only 4 hits. He walked 5. Struck out 12. My Lord. And he allowed 1 earned run. And Mr. Parada, I'm going to say he is the star of the game. Not only that, but look at the hitting here. He batted twice in the 7th. I'm not sure if you were here. Siebert gets the loss. The final line here, California Angels, 8 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. Boston Red Sox, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. There's the ball game. I'm going to lock this one up. Mr. Parada has confirmed the nomination. Andrew Messersmith is the star of the game. Angels move within 21.5 now of the Minnesota Twins. Red Sox fall 20.5 behind the first place Orioles. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. Thank you on behalf of my co-host, Kathy Harden, and everybody else, including Stephen Parada, Gigi, Mike Terranova, Mark Schucker, who's left the building. Stay strong, stay well, and I'll catch you all next